As many of you know, especially those who know me, my wife passed away about 4 months ago. My wife was a great person. She was a joy to have known. I was blessed to have known her. She was one of the smartest people I know, one of the most talented people I know, and very dedicated to her vocation, her calling. Her calling was that she worked with people who were victims of crimes and the families of those who were victims of crime, and she did a fantastic job with that. So today I want to honor her. Welcome again to one of our vlogs from St. Mark's Episcopal in Dalton, and those join us on Facebook and YouTube, and we welcome you today. We just had a ceremony of the commissioning of people who are lay people who are licensed here, and so that goes from our earlier video from this time. I want to mention my wife in honor for her and Bishop Wright. Back in 2017, St. Mark's celebrated its 150th anniversary in 2017. My wife was in charge of that occasion, of that celebration. And at the time she already had cancer and was very ill and very much in pain, but she did an excellent job, as she always did on something like that. She was very dedicated and would not let anyone know that she was sick, while getting ready for that. But at the celebration, we're having a reception after the service that went very well, and she met with Bishop Wright, and they were speaking. Bishop Wright is very well known for being his opposition to capital punishment, and every time there was an execution in the state of Georgia back in those days, he would go and be among those protesting outside the prison where the execution would take place, and be there during the execution praying and protesting that. Well, my wife, because of her job, was asked by the family of a murder victim to witness the execution. She had grown very close to the family from the years from the trial, so she went, at their invitation, she went down to the execution. My wife personally was opposed to capital punishment, but part of her job, part of her calling was to help the victims and victims' families of crime. So she went there and witnessed, and the meeting, the celebration was before this execution, and she mentioned to Bishop Wright that while he would be there protesting, she would be inside as a witness on behalf of the family. And they talked about that. They didn't argue about it. They discussed it. They shared their experiences and their feelings. And then Bishop Wright said to her, we were both doing God's work, that we will both be there that night doing God's work. So, and praise and thankfulness and gratitude for my wife, I would say thanks be to God.